And I feel a little bit like, what's going on? We're turning down millions of dollars. All these guys coming up, Don, I want to contribute millions. I say, I don't want your money. I don't want your money. We have a lot of people in here. I know some people made contributions, which you didn't have to do. We have a lot of people that came in. We have wounded warriors here tonight, some incredible folks. We have veterans here. We are going to take care of our wounded warriors. We are going to take care of our veterans, believe me. Yeah! Believe me. We're going to build up the military of the United States so that nobody messes with us. Nobody's gonna. Nobody. And you know, we're not going to have to use the military. When you get it strong, when you get it right, we have such great people in the military. When you get it right, you don't have to use it. Right now, you have so many people threatening us, looking at us the wrong way. They don't fear us. They don't respect us. They don't respect our leader. They don't respect any of our negotiators. You look at trade pacts. China eating our lunch. Japan like we're children. Mexico, both in trade and at the border, what they're doing to us is terrible. And I have great respect for China, for Japan. I love the people. I love the people of Mexico. I love Hispanics. Nobody loves Hispanics like I do. I probably have more than almost anybody working for me. They come in, they buy apartments, they give me a fortune. I love them. I love them. I love them. But the problem our country has, and it's a big problem, is that the leaders, whether it's Mexico, whether it's Saudi Arabia, where we protect, think of it. I have great friendships in Saudi Arabia. They make $1 billion a day. Now remember, oil went down, so maybe it's $500 million a day. It's still a lot, right? And when they have a problem, we go in and protect them. What do we get? Nothing, nothing. So many places. South Korea, I ordered 4,000 television sets not long ago. 4,000 for a big job. I came, they're all from South Korea. Samsung, LG, Sharp, they're all from South Korea. They're making a fortune. Now, when North Korea raises its hand, when our friend from North Korea, that wonderful young man, I've never seen that. He inherited a dictatorship. That's pretty tough, right? How do you inherit a dictatorship? So he probably has something going, because that's not easy. But when he raises his hand and he starts getting a little bit frisky, we go over, we're going to protect, the ships start going, the planes start going. We have 28,000 troops over in South Korea in the border. And you talk about a dangerous border, that's a dangerous border. We get nothing. What? We get nothing. And South Korea's making a fortune. And we love South Korea. But somebody's got to ask them, hey, folks, come on, help out, right? We owe now $19 trillion. 19 trillion. And we're protecting everybody. Now, Ukraine is interested. We want to protect Ukraine. But can I tell you what? You have Germany. You have all of these European countries. Ukraine is their neighbor. They don't say anything. They don't help out. They don't do anything. We're the one that take the lead. We take the lead on everything. We take this. Yeah, he said we're the suckers. Who said that? Who said? Very good. Ah, smart guy. I probably went to school with him. Smart. He shouts out, we're the suckers. Hey, we want Ukraine to come through. We think it's great. But why isn't Germany, they're making, who has a Mercedes-Benz right now? Raise your hand. Rich, look. They're making a fortune. They're a very, very great nation. They're a money machine. We get nothing. They say, go in and take care of Ukraine. Okay, fine. So we have to start using our heads. We can do something so incredible. Look at Iran. Now, what about the pact? Did you see the other day? They are going to inspect their own site. The worst site, the most important site, they're going to self-inspect. Can you believe it? Are we even saying this? Are we even saying this? He just said John Kerry's a joke. No, he's a bicyclist, okay? No, think of it. He's 73 years old, and he goes into a bicycle race. He's got the helmet, the whole thing. He's negotiating a very important deal. He falls, he breaks his leg, and he's gone. Now he walks in the next on crutches. They say, what the hell happened to you? The Iranians can't believe what's going on. They can't believe it. So the deal with Iran, you know, we're going to have in 2 weeks with Ted Cruz and some other great folks, we're going to have a rally in Washington against the Iran deal. People are saying, oh, it's too late. You can't stop it. Think of it. They get $150 billion. And by the way, they get that money whether the deal goes through or not. Can you believe it? So even if you stop the deal, they're getting this tremendous amount of money in order to do things, terror all over the world. What do you think they're going to use that money for? Terror all over the world. So they get $150 billion plus. Russia and people that we thought were with us, they're going to be the big beneficiaries. Russia is selling them missiles. You know that, right? Tremendous order of missiles. I thought they weren't supposed to have missiles. They're getting missiles, the latest, the best from Russia. We have 4 hostages over there. Can you believe making that deal and not getting the hostages out? And John Kerry said, and Barack Obama said, the reason they didn't want to ask for the hostages is they didn't want to complicate the deal. Can you believe it? Here's all you have to say. If you have the right messenger, and by the way, it shouldn't take place at the end. It should have taken place at the beginning. You walk in when we had 3 hostages. You know, a 4th, a journalist was added. One of the hostages is there because he's a minister. He's a Christian. He's a pastor. And he's there because he's a Christian. So you have 4 hostages. You had 3 at the beginning of this world's longest negotiation. And by the way, I wrote the order of the deal. Did you ever see... No. Did you ever see a negotiation take so long? It never ended. And at the end, we were folding on every single point. The Iranians are great negotiators. The Persians are great negotiators. And we have people that are babies. It's like a chess player, grandmaster, playing against a checkers child. No, that's what it is. So we have the hostages over there. And you would have said at the beginning, the right messenger, you got to have the right messenger, not said, right, fellas, let them go. You don't want them. They're not helping you. It'll make the deal a lot easier. Let them go. Just let them go. 90% sure, maybe 95, they're going to let them go. If they don't let them go, you leave because you know the deal's not going to be any good. If they can't give you the 4, and that's all there is. There's nothing complicated about it. You know, we gave them... We gave them a little time before one of their top nuclear scientists. Does anyone know that? So we give them, think of it, a nuclear scientist, and they won't give us our hostages back. It's so insane. Then you have the 24-day rule. How about that one? We want to inspect their site. It takes 24 days. What a lot of people don't know, that until the clock starts ticking, it could be weeks and maybe even months before you even start that 24. So they have this long period of time. Let's say they're doing wrong. Let's say they're playing the nuclear game. We notify them, they delay it. Then the clock starts ticking. In the meantime, bing, 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 they're cleaning up. They're getting rid of everything. Like in the old days with my father, I used to paint the floors battleship gray, right? Battleship gray, ideally shiny. Depending on the texture of the floor, ideally shiny. And we walk in and everything's beautiful. Oh, look. Oh. Does anybody think they're going to adhere to it? I want to tell you, that deal is so bad for Israel that it's incredible. Israel, I don't understand it. You know, I have friends of mine who happen to be Jewish who supported Barack Obama. They cannot believe they can't believe it. They can't believe it. Israel's in trouble. The United States is in trouble. And the reason we're in trouble because we're doing things that are really, really detrimental to our country. Our country's in big trouble. Our country's in big trouble. So here's the big thing. Okay. Here is the good news. Here is the good news. We can turn it around. We can take care of our military. We can take care of our infrastructure. You look at our infrastructure. Our roads are crumbling. Our airports are third world. You go to Qatar, you go to Dubai, you go to places in China, you go to different places in the Middle East. They have airports the most beautiful I've ever seen in my life. I was in Qatar, and I was given a tour of an airport. I said, this is the most beautiful airport. They were showing me the most incredible airport you've ever seen. And I said, this is great, congratulations. They go, no, no, no. Our real airport is being built right over there. And he pointed, this airport was temporary. And he pointed across the runway. They must have had 75 cranes lined up, the most incredible thing you've ever seen. And we come back to LaGuardia. It's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. So we're going to clean up our infrastructure. We have bridges, right? Look at him, man. He's shaking his head. He's just going, oh, he's right. He's a smart guy, and he's, like, devastated. Am I correct? Look. I know your brother. Who's your brother? Very nice guy. Not a good golfer, but that's okay. He's a nice guy. So I just want to say to Ernie, to everybody, this is such an incredible group of people. This is a record for a house, I will tell you. I've never... You know, usually when you do these, first of all, not a lot of people have property this big. Where's Ernie? Ernie, where are you, Ernie? Not a lot of people have Ernie's property, so you got a lot of acres here. This is a big sucker, Ernie, okay? But, you know, the other day we were in Iowa, where we're leading in the polls. And we had in a room that never had this many. We had 4,000 people. They went wild, and they're great people. Then we went to New Hampshire, where, by the way, the poll just came out, 35%. Can you believe 35? 35. And, you know, we have some low-energy people. They're really low. I'm not going to say Jeb is low energy, but he's pretty low. Who would you rather have negotiate with Iran, Trump or Jeb? How about this? Trump or Hillary? Believe me, Hillary's got some very big problems. If she makes it to the starting gate, which I think would be very unfair to General Petraeus. You want to know the truth. General Petraeus, his life was destroyed for doing 2% of what Hillary did. I think it would be very, very unfair to General Petraeus. I will tell you, you know, when you look at what she's done and how she's done it, and the servers, and Uma. How about Uma? Now, okay, here's the story. So Uma now is one of the people that it all sort of came through Uma. Who is Uma married to? One of the great sleazebags of our time. Anthony Weiner. Did you know that? She's married to Anthony Weiner. You know, the little bing, 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 bum, bum. I love you very much. So, now think of it. So Uma is getting classified secrets. She's married to Anthony Weiner, who's a perv. No, he is. He is. So she's married. Now, these are confidential documents. She's married to this guy who's... And guess what happens to Anthony Weiner? A month ago, I see he went to work for a public relations firm. Do you believe it? Now, if you think that Uma isn't telling Anthony, who she's probably desperately in love with, in all fairness to Anthony, because why else would she marry this guy? Can you believe it? Can't see straight. But if you would... Look, think of it. So it's coming through Uma. She's got a lot of stuff, a lot of information. Who knows? So she's married to a bad guy. I know Anthony Weiner for a long time. I knew before they caught him with the bing, 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 right? And he was a bad guy then. It turned out that he was a really bad guy. So she's married to Anthony Weiner. Do you think there's even a 5% chance that she's not telling Anthony Weiner, now of a public relations firm, what the hell is coming across? Do you think there's even a little bit of a chance? I don't think so. Are there any women in this room who are in love with their husbands who wouldn't be telling them everything? You would or wouldn't? No, she said, I wouldn't, but I'm in love. No, you will. So it's a very sad situation. So I don't know if Hillary Clinton gets to the starting gate. But, and my primary focus is on these 16 people. You know, I have guys like Lindsey Graham who are 0. Do you ever notice the ones that attacked me most viciously all went down to 0? I get attacked by Lindsey Graham. I get attacked by Perry. And then I got angry because I said, why are you wearing glasses? You know, he's trying to show that he's intelligent, right? And then I said, to get on the debate stage, which, by the way, all the polls, Time Magazine, Drudge, they all said I won. They did a poll. Who won the debate? And I did not get asked the nicest questions. Do we agree? But Trump won in all the polls for the debate. But think of it. So I said about Perry, I said, no, no, no. He shouldn't be allowed. He should not be allowed. He has to pass an IQ test first, right? Anyway, he went down to just about 0. Now you have Rand Paul. Think of this guy. Think of him. I said, what's going on with this guy? All of a sudden, he attacks. You know, he calls me up a year ago. He wants to play golf. I say, who is it? Who is he? He's a senator. I'll say, okay, I'll play. Anybody, a senator calls you, you know, who knows? So Rand Paul calls. He wants to play golf. I play golf. I kill him at golf. I did. Even he admitted that. I'm actually a very good golfer, but that's okay. But I kill him at golf. Then he asked me for money for an eye center. I give him a lot of money, like $20,000. It's a lot of money, right? You know, for a guy that you met like 15 seconds ago. No, it's a lot. I mean, somebody walks off the street, calls you up for a round of golf. Anyway, he was at 7 or 8%. He attacks me. He's now down to 2%. And he might not even make the debate stage. But, you know, he's a nasty guy. But all these people, when they attack me, and here's what's going to happen. If I'm president, when Putin attacks me, and I mean, let me just tell you. Oh, they all say when. Okay, when is good. I like that. The power of positive thinking. But you know what? When I'm president, when people come at me, and I'm talking on trade, I'm talking on so many different ways, we're going to win. We're going to have so many victories. You know, right now, we don't have victories anymore. Do we agree? I mean, think of it. When was the last time this country had a victory? I mean, do we ever have victories? Everything's negative. Our real unemployment, you know, we have 93 million people out of work. We have 50 million people in poverty. 50 million people. Food stamps all over the place. And then we hear, oh, it's 5.5% unemployment. Give me a break. You know the story. When you stop looking for work, they consider you, statistically, they consider you employed. So we got 93 million people that want to work. They want to work. Our country is going to be so strong and so great. I am going to be the greatest jobs president that God ever created. I mean, God is going to say. Ernie, I like this group of people. Look at Ernie. I said, Ernie, who is that? He said, it's my girlfriend. I said, you better marry her, Ernie. Play fast, Ernie. Hey, Ernie, you're not getting any younger. Marry her. Oh, that's going to put pressure on him. Oh, my Ernie. Ernie is such a great guy. So, we are going to make our country successful again. There's only one problem. You may get tired of winning so much. Is that possible? They'll say, we had a win on a trade deal. We beat somebody at the border. We got everything sealed up. We have a great country again. It's possible you go, oh, no, not more. You know. But we're going to have so many victories. We're going to make our country so great again. You know, my theme is Make America Great Again. We are going to have so many great victories. We're going to be so proud of this country. And I just want to tell you, it's an honor to be here. I was so honored when I landed and saw all those people. Then when I came here and saw all of you, it's just like an incredible thank you. Thank you. It's just like an incredible evening. And I'm going back, and we're going to fight in Massachusetts and in New Hampshire. And we're going to fight in Iowa, and we're going to fight in, I'll tell you what, South Carolina, 30% and more. South Carolina is amazing. The way I look at it, Iowa, so great. Incredible people. New Hampshire, so great, incredible people. Winning there, winning in South Carolina. Maybe at some point people are just going to give up. I don't know. But we're going to make our country great again. I love you all. I appreciate that you came back, that you came out on this rather warm day to be here. I mean, Ernie, you have to have like thousands. So thank you all very much. Again, get out there, vote, give the good polls. You must vote. You must vote. We're going to do something special. I love you. Thank you very much. Make America great again. Make America great again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Come here. Hey, come here. Bodyguard, come here. Good job, Dad.